fire, fire, fire. Kill it. Rasta music, Rasta music. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. S-I-N-Y. Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Welcome black. Live Dassini, your host Jai Dreads, and we back like I promised you with a banger. In the house we have D.A.O.P.
Yes,
brought him
sir.
back,
Yes, sir.
and we also got Escobar's brought him back. You know what I'm saying? So I kept my word. How's everything? What was like the reaction you got from the last show that you was here?
Last reaction, man, that depressing post I posted, man, they loving that post. You know, I just felt in my heart I had to put that out there for the people, you know, that was going through the same thing I was going through at the time, and the reaction was well. So, yeah, man, it was a lot of love.
Right. I gotta get a clip of that freestyle because
I'm gonna have to.
you went in on that freestyle, and did y'all clip the freestyle?
I know it was on the session, but I didn't clip it.
Yeah, because you went in on that freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
freestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
So that separated the men from the boys. Right. Yes, right. So talk to us. Let us know, because last time we had to like breeze through, and
It was a brief.
it was crazy. Right.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So
Yeah.
we got more time now. This is all your time right here now.
Right.
So let's tell your story. Let's
Tell
start
a
from the
story.
beginning.
For those who didn't catch the last one, and you know, my name is Damon Morales, J. Cole Morales Jr. That's my real name, but my artist name is Damon Always On Point, D.A.O.P, a.k.a. The Inspiration. Anyone, you know.
Right.
And I was born with cerebral palsy
Okay.
in all four limbs, you know. And I'm just blessed to be here in this position and getting these blessings that's coming in and inspiring other people.
Right. And you're a big guy now, but Mom blew it up earlier. You was 1 pound.
1 pound, 15 ounces, miracle
Right.
baby.
And a twin.
I have
right.
a twin, yeah.
Right, and a
Twin
twin.
sister.
All right.
Yeah. My name is Raina. Shout out to Raina.
Shout him out.
Shout out my niece and nephews, Malane, Alea, Nyoka, Riley. Shout out all of them.
Right, straight from the top.
Shout out my moms, Pamela Suarez. Shout out all of y'all. Shout out
Definitely.
Poppy too. Shout out my step-pops too.
Right.
You know, shout out my dad, Damon Sr.
All right.
Shout out to everybody that's supporting me and showing love and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And supporting also. You know
All
what I'm
of
saying?
that.
Because
All-
Mom ain't having it. She like, you come down here, I got breakfast, I got some lunch,
Yeah.
I got some dinner.
We
just,
gonna
like-
have to set that up. We gonna have to set that up.
Yes, we
Yeah.
definitely do. We definitely
Right.
do. So, we was just talking, you recently just was on a tour, like.
Oh yeah, shout out Gino Montana.
We still on tour.
Oh,
Yeah, we
okay,
still
right,
on tour,
right.
basically.
Please.
Yeah. Let me plug that into my fault, y'all. We in Jersey June 1st, the Empire Lounge.
This is not a drill
This is
tour.
not a drill tour with Gino Montana. So yeah, we working. We just came over a show with at Law 51 in Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah, did that. So brought that inspiration and that New York feel to that stage. So there was a lot of love out there.
Right.
You know.
So let's just go to the title of this tour. You know what I'm saying? So you're not a drill rapper.
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm a hip hop artist, music artist, whatever way you want to put it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he an artist.
Straight artist. Yeah, we can put it that way.
Right.
There is no limit to his capability, really.
Capability,
Not to
creativity.
none of us. I get told I'm a rock star, I'm this and that.
Right, because
I don't like to
you
get put in
do
the-
music also,
Yeah, I
right?
make music too. But we don't like to put labels on what we do.
What we do,
Yeah.
facts.
Right. It's skill sets, you know what I'm saying?
Cause they try to put you in a box, you know.
Oh, they definitely
Can't
will.
let them
They
do
try
that.
to
you
limit
know?
you.
Right, they
Right,
definitely
exactly.
will. You know, this industry, we was talking about it earlier, how
Right.
they not only put you in a box, they get you to live beyond your means, and then you like Smokey Robinson. You performing at 80, 90 years old. You got to perform your whole life, your whole life, your whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wait, when do you reap the benefits of
Yeah.
the
what you
hard
doing.
work? Right.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So you brought us some music this time. We ain't gonna give it to them yet.
Not yet, not
Right.
yet. Yeah, we
We
gonna
ain't
get into
gonna-
that. It's
We ain't gonna give it
soon.
to you yet.
Not yet.
But we is gonna talk about just your whole process of creating the music, and you know what I'm
Okay.
saying. How you make it happen?
How do I create the music? However I'm feeling. So my topics and my song titles come from however I'm feeling, or whatever's going on in my life, or if I feel like I have to speak about something, I just speak about it, you know. But my whole thing when I make music is, it ain't that, killer drilling, none of that music. I'm gonna tell you, get some money, take care of your family, take care of yourself, do what you're supposed to do so you can live long. Because the culture, it pushes dying fast. Now we trying to live, we got kids, we got families, we have things that we have to do. So,
The culture pushes destruction.
yeah,
Period.
destruction. Yeah, thank you. They push destruction. So I'm just pushing living, positivity. That's it. Fun.
All right. I'm glad you mentioned that, because when I was growing up, it was totally the opposite. You know what I'm saying? It was unity. Even Queen Latifah was screaming unity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
They try to go right away from that. Real
right. And the younger generation don't know nothing different from that. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like that. We don't have to beef and, fight and kill one another.
To get somewhere in life.
We can get money together. We
Right.
can party together. We can enjoy life together. We can grow together in life.
Right.
Okay? What's going on now is crazy, because the only person who's benefiting is the record labels. You understand what I'm saying? And of course, they got insurance policies on these artists.
Artists.
So, right. If their album does not do what they expected the album to do, guess what? Okay? Right. You might think it's just that person with a beef against you. No, it's them with an agenda also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to get their money back one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's deeper than that too. It's like not only you talking about the artist, it's the higher ups that gain from it. But the whole goal is to reach the people at home, to have them self-destruct.
Oh, yeah.
So that
That's true.
The real higher ups gain from it.
Right.
Not just in the music industry.
Right. No, everybody. The drug.
All self-destruction.
Right. The jail. You understand what I'm saying?
So that they could keep it going.
Right.
Keep
They
that
go
money coming in.
stream in jail and make it seem it's so fun. Let's go to the real jail, okay? Because they ain't running around doing that there, right there. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're making that too cool.
Yeah.
Right. And, we live in a time where people go by visuals and not by what you know, or the truth, or the consequences behind it. They go by visuals of what they see, like, oh, okay, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it must be cool.
Right,
'cause he
right.
doing it.
Now they're gonna go commit a crime so they could go to jail, and then once they get there, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that type of party when you get over there.
Exactly.
Wake up call.
Right, right. So,
And that's what I'm showing the youngins and whoever. Like, it's not just for the youngins, but I'm showing like, look, I'm around these stars and I'm being myself. So it's possible. You just be your authentic self and be true to who you are. The real ones and the right ones will respect it all day, every day, all the time. So.
right. And then you're around the stars, and then look, I'm around the stars right now. So you know what I'm saying? That's another blessing right there. But what I was gonna ask you was about these labels. Like, what is your goal? Are you an independent artist, or do you plan
Right now,
to?
I'm independent.
Okay.
A situation, it gotta make sense for me to sign to a label. But right now, I'm independent and just grinding.
Right. I mean, that's the best way to go. Do it yourself.
Right.
Keep all the money.
D.A.O.P,
Right.
all that.
Keep all the money. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about the middleman and all of that.
And you gotta have a strong team with this, like shout out Esco, shout out Swaggy, he ain't here right now, but
He was here last time,
You know,
right?
he was here last time.
All right.
Shout out the team, man.
And
you
shout
know,
out Gino.
you know, shout out Gino
Smoother.
too, Smoother.
You know, easy. All of us
Easy.
keep ourselves.
Who else we missing?
We keep ourselves together. It's a
Who
lot.
else we
We
missing?
got a little. We
It's
got
a
a
lot
little.
of us.
Right.
We got a little circle that we bounce ideas off of each other and
Right.
keep each other in check. You know, like nah, you shouldn't be doing that, bro. Or you know, so
Right, it's needed.
we
You
got a
know
little
what I'm
group. But you know, out there they don't see that. They just see the artist.
Right.
Always.
But
right.
it's a
Because
team
they only see the
behind that.
visual. You
It's a
understand
team
what I'm
behind
saying?
that.
Right.
Yeah.
They only see the visual, and then they get the wrong impressions from the visual sometimes, you know what I'm saying, by assuming. That's why you never assume. Never, you know. They're welcome to come here too. So if you have
We can set that up
fill
too.
up this whole thing.
We had a whole team in here.
right, look,
Yep.
they welcome to come too. So just keep that in mind. We'll line that up. Just to give me a heads up, because sometimes my schedule gets a little hectic.
Yeah. And also, you know, shout out Paper Rock, Spliff Star.
Shout out Spliff Star. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get in
Bustin'
contact with those guys because it's some behind the scenes stuff I need help with. You understand what I'm saying? And those are the right people because they're already established and you know they able to make the moves that I can't make right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But do you have music? Do you plan to record with them also, or just your team?
Oh no, definitely. Paper Rock, you know, that's we consider that our team as well. Yeah. You know, like,
Right.
That's why he was saying there's a bunch of other people we
There's
forget.
a bunch of other people.
Right.
But Paper Rock is definitely.
So that's a crew.
Paper Rock is Spliff Star's record label.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, you learn something new every day.
Yeah,
But Spliff
but it's a
Star.
family as well. You know,
Right.
like all of us came from that. Fabio, Gino, me. Pop Smoke was there back then with us. Swaggy came from that.
Right.
We all came from Spliff Star putting us all together. A lot of people don't give him the credit, but that's where we came from.
Right. But we just gave it to them. You know what I'm saying? They just got an exclusive. And
Like
Shout out
Spliff Star
Paper
came
Rock,
and
man.
put us all. We all come from different places. I'm from East New York. They was from the 9. Then you had some of us from Flatbush, and he just put us all together, and it was like an unstoppable group. But, you know, we all went our separate ways. Life happened for some of us. Some of us went up. You see Fabio, he continued going. Swipey,
Right.
you know, Ether, all them, they all continued. But we all came from that circle. Was
All right.
Spliff Star.
All right. See, I just knew Spliff Star is Spliff Star. You know what I'm saying?
That's the hype man, but he also, you know, he put a little team together, had us doing what we had to do. We performed on the Revolt tour, at Club Live. Like, we performed a lot of places. That was 2015, 2016, around there.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it's just amazing to me because, like, I was 18, 19 watching them go to studio, and I couldn't go at the time because I wasn't, legal yet. But it's just amazing to me that I'm chilling with these guys and they're respecting what I'm doing. So, shout out to all of y'all, all the names we just mentioned. Shout out to all of y'all for showing love and support to your boy.
Right, and to touch on that, so while you was watching them doing all of this, what was you doing in the background, writing down?
Writing and making music.
Yes, was you playing the music?
I had to get better. I had to get better at my craft to present it to these guys. So,
But if you ask Spliff Star from the beginning, he told him he's Paper Rock.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, Spliff Star put me in my first video. Yeah.
Right. It's crazy because all of these brothers, you heard 6 degrees of separation. They might not know me, but they know some of my peoples, or it's the situation like where we end up linking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that, and people have to realize that it's a very small world. You know what I'm saying? You might not think these people are reachable or in your reach, and you'd be surprised.
Yeah, how humble they are.
Right, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
So when you finally got the courage to come up, tell us how how that went down. What did you say? Like, you want to go on tour? You want to do an album?
Man, sheesh. When I got the courage,
Yeah.
man, it was just like I said in the previous episode, like once I got the opportunity to show what I could do, I was gonna show that I belong and I could do this too. So all I needed was the opportunity and to be in the room, you know. So
And what was their reaction like? You should have told us this 2016. What do you had us waiting all this time for?
I mean, at the time, I felt like, to be real with you, I wasn't ready
Right.
for where I'm at now, but I had to work towards that, you know. And I told Ashko was like, man, I believe in you. Ready? Let's go. I'm like, let's go. Like I said, I had to take a leap of faith. So it takes a lot of determination, a lot of courage, a lot of things to get it in front of stage and in front of freaking 50 people. So
50 people is nerve-wracking. Imagine hundreds and thousands.
Right. Arenas filled with
Man.
people. You know what I'm saying?
So I had to, you know, I still get a little nervous. I ain't gonna sit here in front of you, but you know, I see my brother Esco doing it when he on stage. So sometimes I just feed off his energy.
Right.
You know, so
I feed off his though.
he tells me the same thing. So
Right.
we just feed off each other energy.
And then it's crazy because we like in numbers like millions, trillions, billions of people is gonna watch us, but it's just not that much pressure. You understand what I'm saying?
It feels
right.
normal.
They at home.
It feels natural.
Right. They not here like. Right. So you know what I'm saying? I'll have that also. You know what I'm saying? To start doing this because I'm more of a background person. I like to just be in the background doing everything and handling all of that business.
Me too. Don't mean to cut you off, but Esco told me this a little while ago. If you keep being in the background in the cut, how you gonna be seen? So
Right.
you gotta put yourself in the front. Like I say, like when I'm with Esco and the team, and they push me to the front. Like, nah, get up there. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just got, what you gonna freeze up? You gonna like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. You better. It's your time. It's your time. You better shine. Like I say, I'm gonna start the game, and it's my time. When it's your time, you gotta shine. Like Eminem said, you only get one shot.
Right.
So you gotta, when you get that one shot, you better take it.
Right.
Cause you don't know how many people want that one shot that you got, and you ain't want to take it. So.
No, we know how many people. We know. You know what I'm saying? We know that line is a long line, okay? I might even be on the line, too. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have them opportunities, okay?
Make sure you capitalize.
Right, exactly. That's the word.
Right. Just suck it up. Just, you know what I'm saying? Get that courage. Get that courage and do you.
This is why I keep going. This is why, because inspiration, I just keep inspiring people. I get up even when I'm tired, don't feel it. I get up and do it. We push through it, so, you know.
And I show him instead of tell him. Like, you could tell people all you want. You got to lead by example.
Right.
So I just came all the way from Philadelphia to come pick him up to come over here. I went to Brooklyn to pick him up and then brought him back over here.
Wow. Thank you, my brother.
Right.
All
So
right. Thank you,
you got to do what you got to do.
And you stay on top of everything. Because me and you always texting back and forth. Because he was trying to come last week. I said, no. It's next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but while we're on the topic, who are some of the people who inspire you, like industry-wise? Like, who did you grow up listening to?
I was a big Nas fan coming up as a kid. Nas. My dad bumped a lot of Mobb Deep. Sheesh. Of course, Hov, of course, Biggie. Like, I grew up listening to old school music, so, you know, because my dad always played it. And, I was like...
Those are some hitters right there.
I was into a lot of old school music. I wasn't listening to what people my age was listening to. I was listening to the older music. That's why my flow, my style is like it is now.
All right, and then I'm noticing, I think you're in, I'm not even an astrology person like that, but it seems like you're like in a Virgo moon or something, something with the Virgo.
I'm a Cancer.
Right, it's something with the Virgo, because I'm a Virgo, Nas is a Virgo, I think Spliff Star is a Virgo, if I'm not mistaken.
He's an Aries.
Oh, he's an Aries, but Aries and Virgos, you know what I'm saying? Too, because my sister, who's like my Irish twin, she's an Aries, you know what I'm saying? And we're like this right here, you know what I'm saying? It's usually like whatever Aries I come across, we have that bond like that. But Taurus too.
Yeah, I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's crazy that all my homeboys, my best friends,
Taurus.
is Tauruses.
So you're in the Taurus mood or
It's
something.
it's
Right,
something.
right,
Yeah,
right.
he
Because
got
all
a
of
lot
that
of
stuff,
Taurus friends.
right, that stuff count, but life is so advanced now, we don't pay attention to none of that stuff no
Yeah,
more.
you don't really pay too much mind to that.
Right, right. So we
Let me give a shout out to my brother Howie too. Shout out Howie, man.
Yeah, shout out
Word
Howie.
up. Shout out Howie, man.
Yeah, another
Right.
Taurus.
Oh, okay.
Another Taurus. My best friend since like I was 16. So shout out Howie, man.
Yeah.
So who's putting the music together? Who's doing the beats? Who's doing the arrangement?
Oh, the one that produced the New York Fair record, my boy SSL Entertainment. Shout out SSL Entertainment. Yeah, I've working with him since I was about 19, 20.
Okay.
So he produces New York Fair record.
Yeah, but everything now is different producers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now we elevate.
Like right now, he got what, 2-3 songs produced by Smoother.
Right. Smoother, shout out Smoother.
Yeah, Smoother.
Right, because we got the feel.
New York Feel
all right,
record.
we got the New York feel here.
We got the New York
Well,
Fair record.
Where would they find like your other tracks and
The
music?
other tracks, the other music,
Is it on
Right now
SoundCloud?
they're unreleased.
unreleased.
But
So
he
when I
got
drop
he
them,
got an EP that's gonna be dropping soon.
yeah.
Because you're going to build up a following, for one. You know what I'm saying? Especially here, I broadcast here, I broadcast in other boroughs also. So don't be surprised if people start calling you up like, you was just on
right.
TV. I just seen you.
That's how it was too. Shout out Uncle Ralph McDaniels, man. That's he put me on Video Music Box.
Right?
Like that was my first time on Video Music Box. You know, we had the older version of New York Fair video. We about to shoot that new version this summer. Look out for that. But shout out Ralph McDaniels and Ray DeJohn, the comedian, for giving me that opportunity too. That was my first time on the radio back in like 2019. So shout out to them too.
They're pioneers. You know what I'm saying? They pioneered this industry.
And what's
actually.
crazy, that story is, my dad had invited me to a comedy club. They did the comedy show at Lindenwood at the time. He was like, yo, just come out and see what it's like. I'm really introverted, so I was like, nah. My dad was like, come on. So I met Ray DeJohn. He was like, man, what do you do? I'm like, I make music. He was like, yo, all right, I got a station, me and Uncle Ralph. He's like, we gonna give you like 15 minutes, and you go do your thing. So they gave me like 20, 25 that day. So I just had to show up and do my thing. So shout out to them.
Right, because you...
Uncle Ralph, if you watching this, I need you to get in contact with me too.
Yeah,
Shout out
please
Ralph
do.
McDaniels.
Please do.
Yeah.
Right. That's one of the OGs right there.
Yeah, I
Tell you.
love Uncle Ralph. His energy, his spirit, man. Even though I met him like one time, but I just feel his energy and spirit. And
His legacy. Let me tell you something. You're a part of his legacy because when I was growing up, it wouldn't be Biggie, it wouldn't be none of these stars that we have now.
without
Even
Video Music
Busta,
Box.
leaders of the new school, you know what I'm saying? Without Uncle Ralph breaking them, giving them that platform.
Thank
to
you,
come on
thank
there.
you. They gotta know the history. Thank you.
Right.
gotta know the history.
That's a true OG right there.
Because a
you know what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
people my age, they don't know that history like I know that. So, and shout out to those that do, but.
But
'cause when
people
I
don't do research no
Yeah,
more.
because when I first met them, they like, you know who that is? I'm like, yeah, I know who that is. I'm tapped in with hip hop. I'm a hip hop head, so yeah. Shout out
Too
to them.
young to know. That's how they looking at him. Like
Yeah, like,
he too young to
He
know.
was
Right.
like, what? Like, you know about this? And you know? I'm like, yeah.
Right. They pulled that with my son. I took my son somewhere and it was like, oh, my friend has a store. His name is Clifford something, Clifford Robinson, I think. And then I know who they was talking about, but then my son didn't know who they was talking about. So I'm like, yeah, he's gonna work there. And then I'm like, you talking about Method Man? And then my son didn't even know who Method Man was. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew who he was, but he didn't know like
Method
that.
Man is a goat, man.
Right. Especially living out here. You understand what I'm saying? Like to have that opportunity. I wish I was offered that opportunity when I first got out here
Yeah,
because
that's a big thing.
right. This platform would be who knows where right now. You know what I'm
And
saying?
now that he's bringing up Wu-Tang, shout out to Agent Blur. He got a couple songs produced.
Shout
by
out to
him,
Blur,
too.
too. Yeah, I got a couple songs.
Agent Blur,
Blur.
you know, he works with Intel. He works with Intel. you know, U-God.
Right.
That's his son, Intel.
Oh, he done been here.
He been here?
He haven't been here, but some new producers came in over the summertime.
Okay, we worked at his studio that he goes to, and he worked with one of his producers.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm still trying to get him here, actually. You know what I'm
Intel?
saying? Yes,
Yeah,
I'm still trying to get him here.
You know, I'm close to him. Like, we met around 2020, around there. But ever since then, we've been like, you know.
Yeah, he a cool
locked in.
brother. You know what I'm saying? And the second generation Wu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm cool with
right.
pretty much all of them,
Everything.
too.
The
Yeah, cool with
foundation and the groundworks that he put in for that, you know what I'm saying? I big him up for that because that's hard. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's hard.
Yep.
And then to be talented yourself and try to do a career for yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
that's
difficult.
also crazy.
Yeah.
We do got one of the affiliates was watching Crunch Low. He been on the show also. Very another talented brother. Call him like he's the king of wordsmith.
what's
right.
up.
Right. So
That's what's up.
check him out. His name is Crunch Low.
Yeah,
Check out the show.
I think I definitely already know.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And he's very active too. You know what I'm saying? So reach out to him if you
Definitely
also. And I got DJs too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Ngazi, DJ Ngazi, BG Radios. Okay. Hopefully I said it right because I'm always mixing my Brooklyn accent. Always do it, get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But BG Radio. So we got. You know what I'm saying? We just have to come together and form
Right.
like Voltron.
We more powerful
Right,
together.
Right.
We more
That's how it
powerful
is.
together.
That's how
Right.
it is. New York got that issue. Other places, they excel at that. New York is everybody's for themselves.
But then, you know, once again, it's the visual. It looks like that, but then when you got real life that you're dealing with, bills that you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? It's like hard to connect and hang out. And
There's
you know,
definitely reasons behind them
Right.
acting like they should be
Right.
for themselves.
Right.
But New York acts everybody for themselves.
Right, but then if you say this such and such is going on, then we all could be on the same page. You know what I'm
It
saying?
should be.
Right, but if you just don't show up or
It happens.
Right, and then now you ditching me. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Right, it
New
don't look
Yorkers for
good.
you.
Right, it don't look good. You know what I'm saying? And then you put that dark cloud over you.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So
Like
you
I
gotta
always
do
say.
right by people, man.
right,
And
right.
like I always say, we powerful together, and we got more in common than apart. Than you know, so you know, but you have to sit down with that person, and you have to fill each other out. Like
Right.
me, when I first meet somebody, I'm observing. I'm reading the person. You know, and then once I get comfortable, that's it.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah, he's always on guard.
he be like, man.
I'm like, yo, chill out. Like he's the guard dog. I'd be like, yo, chill.
But ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Because
we need that. We
right,
need
and
that.
then I'm learning too. At my age, you have to really go with your intuition. Like we have these natural things and like in our
Right.
bodies that we just ignore,
Yeah.
and then we go by what somebody else say. Right, and you
Because
know
that's
what I'm
what we
saying?
were taught. We don't know no better.
Yeah.
Our ancestors knew better, but
Right,
they
right.
kept us kind of far apart from that. You know?
Right. So separating us from the music that we need, like the last time he was here, those is my rosters. I bring them here because we need the vibrations.
High
we
vibrations,
Need, yes, we
yeah.
need that. We
Right.
need that. We're vibrational people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's certain food that we're supposed to eat, okay? That we're not eating because maybe they don't have it in our neighborhood
Or
on
'cause
purpose.
we don't know better.
Right. Or we don't know better. You know what I'm
We was
saying?
never taught how to eat.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
taught
It's like-
McDonald's and this and that.
trash.
Right.
Trash that we eating.
Right, but then once again, it go back to real life situations. Mom and dad didn't have time to cook because
That too.
they had to go to work. You know what I'm
That
saying?
too.
You know what I'm saying? So
Or they didn't have enough money for the healthy stuff, so they bought the cheaper stuff, which was not as
Exactly.
healthy.
right, but even with that, like the healthy food when I was growing up was cheaper than
Oh, then now,
right.
Now everything.
now to eat
Sheesh.
healthy is like a luxury now, which is crazy.
Right, and then you gotta fact check it because it's alternative fact. If
Then you
it
gotta
say-
look in the ingredients. 'Cause
Right.
The
this is say
nutrition facts.
almond milk, but then it has all type of other stuff
Right,
in it.
They got like
right,
20
fat free.
ingredients in it.
Right,
Like, what?
how is it fat free? Right, how is this thing fat free? And it's more fattening than the regular stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, or sugar free.
Right, another
like
another
that.
one they get is what the sugar free. You know what I'm saying? And the poison and all the stuff, the poison and all the food and the toothpaste and. It's horrible, like the world that we live in. It's almost like we're guinea pigs living in this world, basically.
Especially here in America, to be honest. Because if you think about it, a lot of our food is banned in other countries.
Right.
So we're the project.
Right, they're not crazy in them other countries. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the kicker: is that when they get here, it's like they're forced to start eating this food over
and
here.
Like I was just in Colombia. What was it? Like 2 years ago, I went to Colombia for Christmas.
Right.
And we fresh. The bananas taste different. Everything.
Right.
The eggs. I didn't understand. They didn't have it in the fridge. I'm like, why you don't got the eggs in the fridge? You tripping out? They was like, no, these is fresh. Like they just came from.
Right,
like,
right.
I mean,
Not processed.
Everything was different. The ketchup. I was looking at the ingredients. Everything is different.
But ketchup is just basically tomato.
It's supposed to be just tomato.
Right,
You know?
so it's basically like tomato
Over
sauce.
here, you go ahead and read the ingredients on that. You can be like,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
this? What's
Right,
that? What's
right,
this?
right,
You know,
yeah.
like, but in Colombia, everything was so natural. You know, everything over there was more grown. You know, we was more by like a farm. So we had dragon fruit. We had all type of stuff. Just pick it right off
Right,
the tree.
right.
That's what, you know.
It don't get no better than that right
You
there.
know what I mean? So even my son, he's 7 years old. He was like,
Shout out Max.
shout out to
All
Max.
right.
He don't like bananas, but he liked the bananas out there. When we came back out, he thought he was gonna have a banana. He said, I don't like these.
Yeah.
I want the one from over there.
Right. And then look now, they want to tariff everything, okay? You
you
can't even
talk about the
Right,
tariff.
you can't even order the stuff for him over here without paying the arm and the leg
Yeah.
down. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's always a catch.
we gotta
too.
grow our own stuff, but that's another thing they keep from us.
But you
And
know,
then by
these are
now-
some real big topics right here because in New York, people don't realize you cannot eat stuff that's grown in the soil.
Nah,
okay?
the soil is bad already, so
Right,
it's like
right.
It's
So
like,
that is growing in there.
Metals,
that's
all type of
what you're
stuff.
putting inside your body. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed pandemic time, they slipped a lot of that stuff in the pantry and the stuff that they was giving the free food out. That's why when they was bringing them bags of food, the stuff wasn't looking, you know, the way it was supposed to be looking because they grew it here. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that a lot of people don't know that. If you live in a nature development, then they'll oh, get a garden. And then the people get the garden and they give their neighbors all the food and stuff, and then the neighbor die. Okay, and they wonder why the neighbor was never sick, and now all of a sudden the neighbor died.
you gotta have proper soil, and if not, if you can't find the right soil, then hydro.
Topsoil, you know what I'm saying?
Or
Right,
water, grow
right.
with water. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right. If you get a planting basket, and put the stuff there, you can grow the stuff inside. the
Like I've
plant.
seen people do it with fish, with a fish tank, and grow
Oh yeah.
flowers and
Yeah.
plants
Yep.
using the fish tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm that's my hobby. I'm into that. I don't want no pet, no nothing. I just want that thing going back and forth, okay? Don't gotta worry about walking it,
Yeah,
talking
not
to
just
it.
sprinkle
Like,
it.
yep, I got a little food there and it's good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah.
But back to you, my brother, because you see how easy we could just
We good.
right.
We good. We here.
Wait, because we promised them the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that music.
Right. Ash, you ready for us? All right. So we're going to pull it up now, and then we're going to come
Pull that
back after you perform. Give them a little taste of the
Just
music.
right. O.P.
I'm used to that New York feel.
So that,
I'm used to that New York feel. I'm used to that New York feel. See me, I'm used to that New York feel. Back then, heard a song and it gave you chills. Oh, you had to play it back a couple times. My dad always did that. He recited every rhyme like the survival of the fittest on replay. While we made money moves on a weekday. sometimes he played that old Nas. One mic can't find in New York State of mind. Now some of these rappers are just blind. Cause dudes about trap and drill you out your mind. I'm on my grind, never copy styles, always had mine. I'm on my grind, never copy styles, always had mine. Young boy gon' shine, I'm a star of the game and it's my time. New York feel, I'm used to that New York feel. New York feel, I'm used to that New York feel. New York feel, I'm used to that New York feel. Hold on. New York feel, I'm used to that New York feel. Remember sitting in my room as a youngin', playing Madden while the stereo bumping. Jigga man on fade to black. Cut my rhyme stack, told myself that I would never lack. Man, I can't forget them days. Plays a big part while I'm rapping today. So I won't play every time I step in the booth. Was told to do you and speak the truth. Inspire the youth, my goal is to do that. Forget fitting in, I'm bringing bars back. The type run to bring a little feel back. Are you sitting in the car or sipping on the yak? Playing spades and a couple laughs. Remember them days, we had a blast. Crazy how time passed. Life goes on, man, I'm glad.
Hey,
New York feel, I'm used to that New York feel. New York feel,
hey.
I'm used to that New York feel. I'm used to that New York feel.
I'm used to that New York feel, huh? New
Y'all
York
go
feel.
check that out on all streaming platforms right now. Hold up, y'all.
Facts. New York feel out everywhere, my boy.
All platforms,
All
Apple, Spotify, all platforms. Go check that out.
All right. You did that one
Yeah, my
right there.
boy.
You did that.
Yeah.
So where can I come see these live performances? Because now you got me. Right. I'm ready to be
The
out
next
there.
one, June 1st.
June 1st, if you
Okay.
can make it to Jersey.
Yeah, I believe it's
This is the
Edison.
closest to part of New York to
Yeah,
Jersey.
you can make
facts.
it, you can make it to Jersey.
Yeah, it's probably a few minutes from here. To be honest.
Right. Send me the.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
send you all
send you all
the
that.
information.
June 1st,
that
Edison, New
information.
Jersey.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And just give us a little synopsis on that track right there. If they're not in tune, they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's about the New York feel, but
Oh yeah, the whole track with that, the inspiration behind that track was at the time me listening to radio, and it didn't feel like New York. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt I had to say something. So that's where the expression and the inspiration came from with that track. I recorded that in my boy basement, and it came together. I had that rhyme, and it just flowed out of me. Like I had to say something. So.
right. I look forward to hearing more music because
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they think like we're just cheesing it or
Oh, no.
whatever. Right. He's very talented.
Oh yeah, he got a lot of
Oh, yeah.
songs tucked in the cuts. We just
In the cuts.
trying to make sure we like what we like,
Right. He
And then we
sealed
put
it
that
with
out.
me with the freestyle. Cause
He got at least like 30 tracks right now that nobody heard.
Right. Okay. Because I seen big people like Drake on the phone with a freestyle. Somebody sending them
I've seen
and
that
stuff.
too.
You know,
I've seen
right.
that.
Like who does that? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You gotta be prepared when you doing that.
Yeah.
I just kicked the freestyle at the last show.
Yeah, at the last show.
I can kick it for y'all right now if y'all want it.
Yeah, please.
I say anybody around, make sure they got your best interests at heart. Took a good one, them be the one, don't let me start. Ones with no drive, so they just wanna see you park. Ain't stopping no momentum for y'all, might not be meant for y'all. Gotta stay where y'all at. Was calling the phone, ain't get a call back, won't call back. Just figured it out by myself. You finished the project, everybody want help. I say, hilarious. I always believe fake love and hearing it good on it all. ISO, you ain't passed me the ball. Was still a team player, got the rebounds and all. I say, but the big picture W. These dudes put their stats over the W. I said, all for self, I can't mess with you. You'll go sell the game if it's up to you.
All right.
For real.
Right.
And that just come from just being for real. Like,
So would you battle freestyle wise?
I don't battle.
Oh, okay.
And somebody,
All right.
like, I don't battle. I just come from the heart and just speak the real.
Right.
And that freestyle.
Nah,
just
respect
come
to all the battle rappers though.
from- Shout out all the battle rappers, but I just
That's another game.
that's another shit.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to take a punch without punching back until it's your turn.
Right. My little brother was a battle rapper, LB the Boss. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
and
man, that's dope.
He was up there. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Yeah.
Up there. And
They got patience, man. They gotta have patience.
you know what's crazy is that he had that together. He's resting in peace now. He passed
Oh,
away
man,
a
he
couple of
rest in
years ago.
peace. Right.
But he had that together. But when it came to put a track together, that was the toughest thing you ever threw in front of him. So, you know.
That is true. A lot of battle rappers I see can't make a song.
Yeah.
All for them to make music.
Right, but then they could put something together in 2 seconds just looking at you, okay? Tell your whole life story, but when it comes to putting a track
On the
together,
track, yeah.
okay, impossible. Mission impossible.
I've
You know what I'm
seen
saying?
that. There's a couple of them that do, you know.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
You
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wow, you a battle rapper and you made this song?
Right.
Nah, that's fire.
Right,
There's a few of them.
right.
But that's definitely a respectable sport right there. Like, you gotta respect that. You gotta,
Right. I
the
mean-
bars is hard hitting, and then some of them might be personal. So now you gotta sit there for a personal stoning. Like, people just watching you get stoned.
Right. Some people can't take that.
Yeah.
It's,
Right.
it's about professionalism, you
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
And the fun in it. Like we said before, you know what I'm saying? It's all in fun and, you know, we can do this now and then we can laugh about it later and then move on, you know what I'm saying? But usually when people point out stuff like that, that's a good look. Then you know what you need to fix. You know what you need to correct. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? So
That's a
you
fact.
gotta learn how to find the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a bad situation.
You gotta take, I guess, a page out of Eminem book, right? They can't rap about something you comfortable with.
Right.
You know your
That's
weakness,
another
you know
thing,
your
too.
flaw, and
Right.
you're comfortable with it.
And those is the best ones right there because, you know, you bring it up and they laugh.
Yeah. And then they come
Right.
back, do.
Even harder, right, right. With something the other person is not that comfortable
Right.
with. So.
Yeah.
Did we miss something? Because you see how fast time goes.
We pretty much covered. I did the freestyle, did the record for y'all.
Right.
We got the show coming up June 1st.
Right.
So-
And that's
Not
Jersey.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jersey.
Not
Right.
a drill tour.
Not a drill tour, Gino Montana.
That's
800 Foreign Side.
800 for a
And
side.
Foreign Side the label. Shout out all them.
Yeah.
I love the title of that.
Yeah.
I love the
800 for a
title.
side. Oh, not a drill. This is
Yes,
not a
I
drill.
love
You know,
the
Gino is an artist, you know, but he made drill songs because that's what the fans want at the time. You know how New York is. It's just
It's
whatever's
just
going.
so crazy that they all use that same
Same
one
sound,
beat,
right?
that
But
same
so he
beat.
did that to get the ears, but then now he's putting out things that's not just drill,
Right.
and that's his real.
He loves
music.
He loves
period.
music. Yeah.
Period. So
Real
that's why
music.
he started this tour. This is not a drill tour, and the artists on it have different type of music. We have rock music. We have all type of music on that tour.
Telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Gino, man. Again,
Yeah,
man.
shout
Shout
out
out Gino for giving me an opportunity. And
Yeah, your mic that went out.
I don't know if it went out there, but it went out.
Right. We can't hear it in here, so hopefully we hear it out there. Or I'm about to slap you my mic. You know what I'm saying?
Check the
But,
button.
all right,
yeah.
Esco and my engineer's not there, so just give them a little bit of background with you, because your mic should be
On
still
me,
running.
yeah, man. I'm Esco. Y'all know that. Mr. Bars, they call me. You know, I'm from East New York. Linden Projects.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
What they call that? LB?
LP. What?
LP,
Oh,
Linden and Powell. Yeah.
I'm from Linden Projects.
Right,
That's,
but
you know,
Linden and
Van
Powell,
Sickle,
everybody
Cozy.
know that weed spot over there.
Oh, you talking Nah, I'm from the projects.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
But
and my family lives over there.
yeah, his
So,
family.
you know,
we all became family
We
from
all
that
became
project.
family from
Okay.
You know,
All
like
right.
them buildings. So
yeah, 4CD. You see, I got a tattoo. East New York 4CD on me.
rest in peace to my aunt Bella. Rest in peace to Esco grandmother. Like
Yeah, rest in peace to all the good people.
all the fallen Daba Chief.
Yeah, Dabba Chief.
Miss
Bear,
Powell.
come on, man, that one hit us.
Miss Steph.
Miss Steph.
Bear.
So many people.
Who else we missing?
Man.
So many.
We lost a lot of good
You
people
know,
along
good
the way.
people, OGs that we, watch us grow up and stuff like that.
They still there.
They
They
still
still
with
with
us,
us.
though.
No, that's
Yeah,
a fact.
actually, they
That's
still
a
with
fact.
us.
So we gotta rephrase our words because we ain't lose nobody.
Nah, we ain't losing nobody.
They just not here in this dimension
Yeah,
how
exactly.
we are. They not
Exactly.
in their vessel like we
Exactly.
Right.
But they
exactly.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, I came from East New York. Back and forth to Flatbush because my mom's moved to Flatbush since I was in junior high school. So I was back and forth. I met a lot of good people along the way. Nostrand, all that area. Crown Heights. I was all over Brooklyn, man. I was just an outside baby. Like
I'm Brooklynite.
yeah, I like
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
outside. Like I don't care where we at. I just like to be out. Yeah.
He love outside.
You can't get me in the house.
It's that type of vibe there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Brooklyn is like the
even-
boiling pot. Think about that. Like I go to Philly, I go to places, people look at me different because of my skin color, and then they look and then they hear how I
Swag,
talk.
right, the
and then they
swag,
like,
the whole
hold on,
thing.
but this guy don't even fit. But then when you come to New York, it's like everybody understands each other. You have Asians here, you have West Indians, you have Spanish people, you have all of that in the same communities. It's like
multicultural.
it's like we have to. So I hear your music over there, you hear their music, or you smell their food when you're walking down the street, they're cooking over there, or you smell. So it's just natural in New York.
the festivals, the
Festivals, the parties, we all get together.
Right.
It's not so much separation, and you get surprised when you leave out of New York and you find out how really separated things are.
Right.
You know,
And how disrespectful
towards each other,
right,
everybody
people can
is.
get. Right.
It's not so much like that in New York.
Right.
Especially in Brooklyn.
Right.
Brooklyn
is different.
Yeah,
you know.
Brooklyn is-
It's County of the Kings.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? Kings County. so
Exactly.
It's a whole different vibe. I was born in Brooklyn Hospital, and people probably get upset because as long as I've been doing this show, I've been always shouting out Brooklyn.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
That's where
saying?
you from, though. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Brooklyn is love. They gotta come there to understand that. Like you come to Brooklyn and everybody loves each other. Yeah, you got the gangs, you got the people beefing with each other. That's everywhere, and all over the world.
But it's different
But
because
it's mostly love.
Right, your family come over there. People don't even gotta know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they know that's Esco family, that's Esco moms, that's
Yeah.
Esco sister, that's Esco
Facts.
brother, that's
And the
D.A.O.P.
respectable-
Right, and they're gonna keep an eye on them. They're gonna make sure nothing happens to
Exactly.
them. You know what I'm saying? And they show love. Okay,
Right.
the word is love.
Yeah,
They-
Brooklyn
right.
love is real, man.
Right.
Biggie wasn't just saying that. Like Brooklyn love is really the thing.
Right.
I
You
mean,
get spoiled over there with
yeah,
that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And then you leave Brooklyn and you realize, damn, everybody don't show love like
Right,
like
I've been here for 15 years, and I'm like, these people is bugged up.
And it's just
out
across the
here.
bridge.
Right. And I've never seen people like this in my life,
Yeah,
but
man. That's how I feel being in Philly. It's like, I mean, I'm lucky me and my energy.
Right,
Not
right.
lucky.
Energy
I'm
God
blessed.
right here, Esco.
My energy. So a lot of people gravitate towards me anyway.
Right,
So
right.
I deal with that. But to see from the outside looking in Philly, everybody's against each other as well.
But I don't think everybody has the ability to pull that off. You know what I'm saying? It comes from the multicultural raising in
right.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
that you're able.
Exactly.
Because
It's not just one culture.
right. And sometimes people got to travel in packs to go somewhere, and we can go one person
And feel
deep.
safe.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I feel safe by
Right.
myself everywhere I go.
Right.
But I also know God is with me.
That too. 'Cause
And-
you gotta.
Like you said, the multicultural upbringing that I had. I was
Right.
a little kid in Pampers. My uncle DJing Lovers Rock, all type. Like I grew up on reggae,
Right.
and I'm Puerto Rican,
Right.
but I grew up on reggae more than any other music. So
right.
that's what got me more into the rapping too. Like I would sit there and sing all the songs I was hearing.
Right, from the parties. Right.
Party one,
Right,
the parties
right.
was lit.
Carnival.
The Brooklyn,
right.
the Brooklyn block parties and stuff. Bro, you
Brooklyn
hearing all type of
summertime,
music.
right?
Yeah,
Brooklyn
summertime.
summertime. Nothing compares to Brooklyn.
Nothing.
in
And
the summertime.
I've been a lot of places.
Right.
Brooklyn is nothing compares to
Right.
Brooklyn.
Harlem got that one week. Right.
Harlem, I
week.
like Harlem for what I like Harlem
Right,
for. I
right.
like, Queens for what I like Queens. But Brooklyn is the energy.
Right. Harlem Week, I
just
think, is a
really-
little bit
Harlem,
more now.
Shout out Harlem.
Yeah,
We just
shout-
my
we was just in
time-
Harlem. We just
in Harlem
performed.
for a show. We didn't perform, but shout out Gino and them. They had a show out there.
Well,
Harlem was
yeah,
love.
we didn't perform, but I was on stage
Yeah.
jumping around and acting a fool. you know?
Harlem was
Right.
Harlem was dope. That was my first time in Harlem for years. I used to live in Harlem as a kid in Drew Hamilton Projects, but
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then we performed out there, and then we went to I think it's called El Puerto
Pollo, I don't know.
or
If
something.
I'm
It's a
getting the name
seafood
wrong,
spot
my
that
other
everybody
people-
goes to on 125th
Right.
in Harlem.
lit.
Oh, I think I've seen a little video.
It's open
on
all day and all
it. They make
night.
a nice seafood boil.
Oh man,
I've
what?
seen. I've
That's-
seen.
we
something
went
about
there
that.
for Gino's birthday, you know, and we just ate. We ate over there by the water. We sat out there in Harlem by the water eating seafood.
That's another thing that's needed is that we have to learn how to get together and have those moments more. You know what I'm saying?
Intimate, calm moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating and breaking
That's
bread
the
and
thing.
shit. That's the real breaking
Yeah,
bread.
he's
That-
big on that.
That's the
He's
thing.
big
Yeah,
on that.
we about like it's like we come together. We come together. We eat together. Like it was a thing. Like we bought pizza, and I'm like, yo. They're like, go ahead, eat. I'm like, nah, I don't want to eat without y'all. Like, cause I come from like my mom. She, we used to sit at the table, eat together. Now
Right.
everybody on their phone, or there's one in the room, and one is overhead. Like, nah, we eat together. We come together. We roll together. We go to shows. Like,
Yeah, he's big on the eating
I ain't
together.
with. I ain't
Right.
with.
He won't
being
eat a
part.
bite. I'm like, man, just eat. I know you hungry, bro.
I ain't
I'm
with-
driving.
I ain't with that though.
Nah, I'm not eating until we.
I mean,
Till we
Cause
all
that's the
eat.
connection. That's
it is.
breaking bread together.
Yeah, it is.
You
It
know?
is. Like my kids, they'll be home away and they'll come.
Like I'm
and
not gonna eat. My brother can't eat. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not
That
gonna be
is
able to
facts.
eat. My brother can't eat.
That's a fact. I
Back
agree.
there, you know what I'm saying? That's the first. That was my first go through. As soon as they get to the house, I'm like, "What y'all want to eat? What do you want me to cook? What do you want me to fix?" And then we sit down. Then when it's but didn't cook, it's like, "Let's go out. We're going to the Coochie Frito. We're going over here. Going to the Jamaican restaurant. We're going over here to eat. We're having a day. You know what I'm saying? And we need to put more of that
More of
into
that.
the atmosphere and make more time for that.
We definitely
Times is different. Like like it used to be. I used to go to my house in the project, Linden. Like go out there, my mother be like, make sure Damon good, and we all make sure each other good. We go to the park. We go get an icy.
Oh,
we
when
go
Auntie
get
Vella cooked, we always eat.
Man, we all in the crib.
Always
Like,
eat.
Alright.
you remember put the sheets and stuff on the floor. 15 of y'all on the floor. Like
Right,
the
people don't
times ain't
understand
like
that.
no more.
Right,
Yeah,
people don't
times ain't
understand
like,
that. They're like, where they
We
gonna
used to go
stay?
outside,
Where
throw
they
the
sleeping?
football.
Sleep on the floor.
Go
Right.
outside, throw the football, play basketball. Kids don't even do that no more. They on the tablets, the iPhone. Like the time was just different.
Yeah,
back
the
then.
social game is totally different. You know what I'm saying? I remember, like, unfortunately, they be like, you gotta go somewhere, but you ain't gonna stay in the house all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you go
Oh,
out and you.
That was the thing. Get out. You
thing
still in
too.
this house?
Right.
Get your
It's
ass
too hot.
out.
You making me hot. You know what I'm saying?
Auntie
Right.
Vella, she be like, y'all not staying in the house. We going outside. Whether we go to the park or we go somewhere.
I
we
thought
not
that was
staying in
just
the
our
house.
family that
Yeah.
did that.
No.
But I guess
She,
everybody.
Vella ain't play them games.
Yeah, but now it's different because of modern technology. You see, these kids can't function without that phone. I see.
nah.
You take the phone from the kid, they'll call the cops on you.
They have
They
they
going
have
crazy.
tantrums, panic attacks,
Right.
that type of stuff.
Right.
This builds anxiety, man. People don't realize that.
It's portals, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I had a phone in the summer from Vortex. I said, oh, they named the phone Vortex? It's already a portal.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
yeah.
But they're portals.
That's crazy.
Who knows where these things is taking you and connecting all.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, man.
right.
But then you need it as a tool. you know?
Right.
As long as you use it as it is a tool, you
I
be
mean,
able
it's
to
a
get ahead.
convenient, but then, like they tell you stuff too good, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's so many bad things on here.
Right, right.
Like this little dot right there.
Everything,
You know
everything.
that 3D prints this whole room
Right,
into
everything.
the metaverse.
Right, and tracking, GPS, and the audio, and, right.
Yeah,
they
the
just got a
audio,
lot. That thing
it's
got a
hearing
lot
everything
going
we
on.
say.
Right.
Like,
And then you know what's funny? They say, "Oh, the smartphone," and that thing is dumb as hell. Okay, you get it to try to do. You wanted what you wanted to do, it can't do. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's the smartphone.
yeah, they want you to pay for the next one.
Yeah.
That one don't work no more. You gotta get the next one.
Right. 16, 17, 18. Like, are you serious?
That-
Right. All
They
we
ain't
want to
gonna
do is
keep
make a
taking my
phone
money.
call. Right.
Yeah, man.
So we down. You know, we really down with
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, but you know, like the whole goal of doing these things, getting on these platforms, is inspiring the
Right.
people,
Right.
And bringing awareness to,
bringing awareness
to things.
to real things.
Yeah.
Right.
That like
Sharing knowledge.
you know, and they get to see more of me. I'm being more vulnerable and letting y'all in my world. So
That's what they want.
know.
They want that. I had to even learn that. But y'all are always welcome back. Y'all part of
we
the
appreciate you, John.
Cini family. Translated out there, the SINY family.
SINY,
Right.
yeah.
Y'all part of the family. Anytime you want to
appreciate
come
you.
back, you know what I'm saying?
appreciate
y'all
you.
Yeah, I
definitely
appreciate it,
just,
for real.
It's love.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
definitely
New
appreciate it.
music, new everything.
music.
Like,
Oh, we got so
right.
We
much
got
new
merch
music
on the
coming.
way. We got
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
this summer.
Yes.
This
Send some
summer-
of that.
We
You know what
gonna-
I'm
Yo,
saying?
yeah, we gotta send you some merch.
Send
man.
some
My
of
birthday
that.
in July, so we
Yeah.
trying to set everything up.
My birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, my
okay,
brother's
right.
birthday
We almost
tomorrow.
forgot that right
That's
there.
Escobar's
Right,
birthday
right,
tomorrow.
right. Shout out.
Taurus,
Okay.
man.
Happy
And shout out to the
belated.
mothers, man. Mother's Day.
Mother's
This
Day's on the way.
weekend, right?
Yeah.
This weekend, the active mothers. You
The
know what I'm
active
saying?
mothers,
right?
right.
'Cause just the way we
Same
got
way we
active
say about
father.
the active fathers, we
Right.
gotta keep it real. There's
Right.
not a lot of good active. I mean, we can't just reward every mother is what I meant to say, because there is a lot of good active
Right.
mothers, but you can't just reward everyone like they're all active. They don't do it to us.
Right,
Right.
and then it's rules to the game.
Yeah.
And with every game you win, there's rules to it. If you're not providing, if you're not nurturing, if you're not like,
Nurturing is my biggest thing with a mother. If you're not nurturing, there's a problem.
right, and if TikTok and Instagram and that's your whole life right there, okay, and then mommy be right back, and then somebody say, what's your mother name? Oh, mommy be right back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's causing like those type of problems right there. It's causing delays where now they want to just say, oh, the kid is autistic. No, they're not. How much time did you put in, you know what I'm saying, to nurture these
Spending that
kids,
time.
to right, to
know what I'm
enrich them with culture,
It's that time.
knowledge. Okay, you know, it's time you
gotta
have to
spend
put
that
in.
time. You gotta take that time from yourself.
More than money.
You know, so
Yeah,
More than
that's
money.
why I tell him.
Time is important.
When we out here working, sometimes I'll be like, we get space. I'll be like, yo, go home, see the kids, see the wife.
Because I stay out.
Sometimes
Right,
I'll be like,
It's
no,
working reasons.
we work.
Right,
That's why I'm
because
still out.
you grind to be able to make more time to spend with the family. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So sometimes you gotta go while you can go. 'Cause when you get our age, you know, we not no stop and go people. You know what I'm saying? Once we get that spark going, leave us alone. Okay? Okay, we'll slow down when we gotta slow down, but we gotta make it happen while we got that spark because
Right.
you know, you don't get all of these opportunities all the time. And
Right.
you can't, we learned you can't depend on everybody, okay? You gotta depend on yourself first.
For real.
Yeah.
Depend on
And that's
yourself first.
I'm still learning that as a man and things like that. So, like I just move a certain way, live a certain way. Like, yeah, I mean, in your own way. Like they say, gangster, right? I believe gangster to me is being a man standing on what you believe in, doing what you're supposed to do. That's gangster
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
gangster.
So I just had to put that out there too. You know, just speak the real. So yeah, we all different type of gangsters. So
That's a fact.
you know.
Definitely.
You know, like I said, I'm showing the youngins, I'm showing whoever, like it's possible. Look at me, right here. I'm making the
Oh,
music.
you're inspiring
You
them
you
right
you
there,
can you
right.
can check the videos on the Instagram. Yeah.
Go to our Instagram if you
Yeah,
wanna
we
see
go.
more.
Yeah, we make the music. Yeah, we positive. But I be in these clubs too.
Right.
I love
right,
beautiful women too.
Right.
So you
Yeah,
know,
put it-
I'm not
put it
gonna,
out
I'm not
there,
gonna
right.
sit here in front.
Right.
I can't
Put it
sit
out
here in
there.
front. I love
The
beautiful
ladies
women.
love him too.
They love me. So
If you check our
know.
Instagram, you'll see that.
yeah.
All right, so
Full love, y'all. Y'all stay blessed.
we're gonna count down. Happy belated again,
Thank
Esco. You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? Turn up for right.
Fire.
Yeah.
Cross the music. Yes, sir. Yes. S-I-N-Y. Yes, sir. macho.